All right, so starting off with the granddaddy of them all, Bitcoin, which right now, as of today, is sitting at a $737.4 billion market cap. And today, I just really want us to focus on the daily time frames on all these assets today. I'm going to try to make this video quick, get through all of them pretty quickly, so it's a nice, easy, digestible video. So let's hop on in. So taking a look here on the daily, you see we've been in a downtrend for Bitcoin since around November. We kind of crossed the creek here, and ever since crossing this creek, we've just kind of been in this consolidation phase here. Just kind of take a zoom in. No edge on anything, just kind of stuck range bound here in between about, well, really, we've been stuck at 39K. Unable to break and hold above this 41K, 42K resistance. You see that we did break above it and was immediately just taken right out. But as of right now, this bullish engulfing candle from February 28th still is in effect, not invalidated yet. So we'll see until we have a daily candle close below. Looks like 37,678. We still could see a reversal here, but so far no bids are coming in. Just kind of a wait and see, given what the whole market's kind of like, even kind of with the geopolitical turmoil that's happening right now. Don't really know what can really propel this into reaching higher prices. So right now, kind of just stagnating, just something a wait and see, stuck in between the middle of a range. I'd love to see this thing break 42K and kind of hold there for a while, but we'll see. I'm just going to jump right on to the next one. Obviously, we know the top two are Bitcoin and ETH, so we're going to come right into Ethereum now, which as of today, Ethereum sits at a $307 billion market cap. And I haven't actually done a lot of technical analysis on some of these, so a lot of these lines are old, and but they still hold true. That's the whole point of TA, is that you don't really need to put too much thought into it. Once you have these lines in here, they tend to be respected. So we see ETH about the same thing. Obviously, Bitcoin being the macro, a lot of the other coins are going to follow, have a very similar trend. What I'm seeing here right now on ETH is it has to hold this about $2,500 mark, and it looks like it did. So I see a downtrend here, and we sprung, and now we're back testing that spring. Well, we sprung, back tested the spring, and now we're coming back down and kind of holding that line right here. Honestly, just to do a little quick little flash, this won't be anything too much. It's definitely looking, at least on the daily, like a possible dragon pattern playing out, which if it can hold, if Ethereum can hold this $2,500 level, we will see prices increase. Essentially, we're looking at a possible reversal all the way back up to around 3,500, and then eventually back up to the head of the dragon, which is all the way up here, back up to around 4,300. Now, this is just a potential dragon. Not saying it'll play out, but it's looking like a nice one right now. Wait and see what happens. Obviously, it all depends on the macro, but that's the level you're looking to hold for ETH right now, around 2,500. If it breaks below that, you see what can happen. Straight up, straight down, straight up. We've gotten below there once. Buyers came in and held it. But if we break down below here again, I don't know if we'll have the bull support to really be able to bounce back up again, as you see the selling pressure just making lower highs over and over again. Just distribution still. So just a potential dragon. I wouldn't really put too much play into it. Just kind of looks nice. But if it does break this 2,500 mark, ETH could come tumbling all the way back down to 2,000. So definitely some levels to keep your eye on. Looks like the next coin we have here is going to be Binance Coin, which right now sits at a $61 billion eval, or I'm sorry, total market cap. And it looks like it's around 376, stuck in the middle of this range here, much like the same. All this all started back in November, the downtrend. You also see the same thing as ETH, sort of, with the dragon forming, except this time there's no context on this dragon because there's no support really. You have some local support here, but nothing really strong. I mean, you could put this little line right here, maybe, but that's not too much. It's looking like this thing wants to come back down to test these lower levels around 300 all the way back down to 257. We'll see what happens. If there's a reverse in the macro, then we could see a bounce here, but not much else to really report here. Much looks a lot like ETH. This double topped here, beautiful double top pattern. Unable to really get in the bullish control zone on the RSI, which is what you'll kind of see with a lot of these coins, especially Bitcoin. 60 is considered the bullish zone for the RSI, and right now it doesn't seem like a lot of these coins can really hold it, and Binance Coin is no exception. All right, moving on to number 4 in crypto market cap, which is everyone's favorite, XRP. And XRP is actually doing something really interesting right now. It's pumping a little bit, up over 5% on the day, which just started, having a nice little breakout here. So this has also been in a downtrend, sort of like all of them since November. A little bit of a double top pattern here, all the way back down, tested this 55 level perfectly, and now we're coming out and looking very bullish, sort of cup and handle like. Really what I kind of see though is a left shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder, which is perfectly done on this 69 cent mark here, the 69 support mark, and we were able to break that 80 cent mark. So I mean, if this can keep the momentum and buck the trend, price target for this easily going back up to around 97 cents, but still I'd be cautious when you see these bullish things start to play. When the market isn't that bullish, they tend not to play out. We'll really get a sense of what stage we are in the market if we start seeing these bullish signals come up and they underperform. So just keep your eye on that. This thing is pumping right now, which is very nice. It's bucking the trend. You do like to see the long-term uptrend here, so it's kind of got to hold this level. You don't want to make any lower lows, or else we could be going back down below 50 cents. But right now it broke 80 cents. If it can hold above 80 cents long enough, we'll be going right to 97 cents, no doubt. So we'll check back in on that. XRP has a market cap, by the way, of right now about 38 billion. All right, we're just going to move quickly on to number 5, which is Luna. And Luna looks a lot different. Luna has a market cap of 33.7 billion, so not too far behind XRP as of right now. And this one looks a lot different than a lot of the other coins that I usually look at. I mean, double top to a T right there, so more downside expected. You definitely see the hidden bearish divergence here with the first top and the second top with higher levels of positive Momo. That is definitely a bearish signal. So we could be looking for a pullback here. We'll see. Although it looks like this thing could pivot and rally, but at first it will definitely have to break and hold above that $100 mark, no doubt. So we'll see. But a beautiful uptrend so far for Luna. Just look for it to make a lower low and then rally back up to test some all-time highs for sure. All right, moving on to number 6, which is an old classic, ADA. Been around for a long time. And man, right now ADA sits at a $26 billion market cap, $27 billion market cap. And man, this thing is brutal. Holding on for dear life, pretty much at this 80 cent mark. I mean, you see what happens. You got no support looking left if you drop below 80 cents. Just a straight free fall all the way down to at least 40 cents. Man, so you're really hoping to pivot and rally here. If we zoom in, all right, we do got some bullish divergence here on both the RSI and the MACD with the lower levels of negative momentum with the lower price here. So look for we could see some buyers come in real quick and buy this thing up. If not, man, it could get ugly. Just absolutely crushed. All right. On the number 7, SEOUL. All right, SEOUL's looking a little bit like ADA, except a little safer. So once again, everything kind of peaked back in November, and we've just been in months of downtrend. So right now it's kind of holding this little line, this little, just not a really strong support right around 81 cents. I'm sorry, $81. If it breaks below $81, look for it to go straight down to $61. You see how strong this thing was in the uptrend. Broke above all-time highs, too strong to even retest the previous all-time high, and just zoomed out straight up. But you see what happens when we zoom straight up. It's just a slow, ugly distribution all the way straight down with little valleys to get in the small buyers there, and they're just getting wrecked. So look for it to bottom out here. We are getting a bottoming out formation here with a little bit of bullish divergence here on the RSI. We'll see what can happen, but I mean, you see this is, you know, just looking to break that sell wall right there. And if it does, I mean, it's going down to 61 cents. So look for a rally here as well. A lot of these coins seem to be at some critical points, reversal areas possibly, but given how the whole macro is right now, I'm not too sure. SEOUL also has a market cap of 25.8 billion, so literally just about $1 billion behind ADA for that 6th spot. Moving on to the number 8 spot, which is AVAX. And AVAX is sitting right at a $19.1 billion market cap. So once again, peaked in November, fell back down. So we could put a little bit of resistance and support right here. Fell below that, just fell below the 200-day moving average here. Not a good sign. You ran up to test it and you failed. Kind of stuck in the middle of this range, just making these higher lows, just distribution all over the market right now. Don't mean to sound like a bear, but I mean, I just read the technical analysis and I just go by what that does. So, and this is what it's telling me right now. You see, I was looking at AVAX all the way back in April of 2021, trading it back there. So, but right now, you see it was testing the 200-day, being able to hold it. Now we fell below it. So we can pop on the 50, yep, and 50-day moving average, 50-period moving average just crossed the golden cross. Also not a bearish signal there as well. So something to keep your eye on. I wouldn't be looking at AVAX right now until it can get back above $77 and can actually hold it from there. All right. And moving on to number 9 in total market cap, we're looking at Polkadot. And Polkadot is sitting at a $17.6 billion market cap, so about $2 billion behind AVAX. Wow, a lot of TA going on here. A lot of lines. Distribution since November going all the way back down. But man, this thing is looking different, looking good actually. I like this at these levels here. Yeah, a 78% retrace from low to high. Really, it's probably an 886 if we go from low to high here. See if we can't do this. Wow, yes, perfect 886 from low to high. This is where a lot of rallies come in. This is a deep value area down here. Possibly trade setup worthy. You definitely have some bullish divergence here on both the MACD and the RSI. This is trade setup worthy in my opinion. This is one to keep your eye on. Polkadot, no doubt. Definitely good value down here. I mean, if this thing catches bids, it could rally all the way back up to 26 easy. So this will be one to definitely keep your eye on. Add this one to your watch list, as we could see a rally here. Yeah, it's looking like it wants to rally, but a lot of these things are still in the neutral zone here. So under 60, just can't seem to get over that. But yeah, potential dragon as well. I like DOT. I do like this one. So look for DOT to possibly climb in the total market cap. And rounding out our top 10, we have somehow, someway Doge in the top 10. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. So right off the bat, you see we're stuck dead in the middle of a range. No support looking left whatsoever. You could get some type of Rudy Poo rally to make a lower high, but you just got lower highs all over this joint right now. So not a lot happening. I'm looking for this to go all the way back down. It looks like 10 cents, 8 cents really would be a better opportunity there, but just ugly distribution. Just unable to get anywhere. No positive Momo. Just ugly there and just unable to really gain any steam. So I would stay away from that one for the most part. And obviously all this depends on Bitcoin, right? Because Bitcoin is the macro. And as long as Bitcoin can stay above 36, about 36.5, we should be okay. Below that, things could get ugly, but we'll see. But that's it. That's been the top 10 crypto assets by total market cap. And that's going to be it. Tonight's Friday. It's the weekend. I hope everybody has a good weekend. Get some rest. And most of all, do something that your future self will thank you for. And always remember, your mindset matters.